Come here. Guess what? Guess what I'm interviewing today?
Damn.
Yeah, Foolio mama. Period.
I ain't talking to you. Nah, this not his mama. Why be this bootsy? He be a young boy active? I gotta watch that shit. What the fuck?
Hi guys, welcome to Wine Hour. My name is Brittany.
Nigga said I'm finna go raid some
For
shit
Wine
down.
Hour,
I'll be
you can
back.
call me Girl
All right,
Brittany,
twin.
Big Brat, whichever one. Just make
Damn,
sure you keep the
NBA
B
young
in
boy
it.
this
What
bootsy?
Dwayne say, Weezy F baby. Please
Hell
say the
no,
baby.
I'm
Please
finna watch
keep the
that
B
shit
in
after
my name.
this.
For those of you who don't know, Wine Hour podcast is based straight out of Duval, Jacksonville, Florida. I know Duval is mostly known for Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, I don't have to touch on that, but you know, that's our team, so we're gonna stick beside them.
Oh, bro.
So we're known for the football team and things like that. But
Now I can't play
think
a weekend?
that, you know how Detroit is
For
known
real?
for like the dirty D, like how they say it go down in the D. Well, it go down in Duval too. I guess we like the dirty D too. This Duval, drop one of the clues bombs for Duval. We put on for the city. But yeah, so we have
Nah,
our
my
beaches.
nigga
Most
Thad
people
don't
move to
cheat.
Florida to come and get away. You know, they get away from the snow and stuff. But we have our beaches. We have, you know, a good time. We have our sun. Most people want to move here, but nobody here never speaks on the crime that we all go through day to day, day in and day out. We have crime here. You know, the news may touch on it, but sometimes they're going on to the next door. You know, I do have a very special guest for you guys. And I always say that my guests are special each episode, but to me, they are special. They might not be personally special to me, but they're special in their own unique way. So I feel as though everybody who's in my presence is special. They can be special to somebody else. They can impact somebody else's life. They have their own specialty, their own qualities, you know, things like that. So I always say I'm introducing a special guest because they are special. R is, however you want to put it. I'm Geechia from Duval. It is.
Cendric is a nurse. It all depends.
Sandrika, or is it Dreek, or
So it depends. Let me drink this.
okay.
They got that drink.
Be honest. Let me know how it is.
Bro, 5, bro. Post clips, bro. I just showed you how much these niggas making.
Not for real. It's good.
Bro, these niggas making 30 bands, bro.
Okay.
Bro, I need you to post clips, gang.
Everybody have two sides to them. Some people know me as Sandrika's. Sandrika is a nurse, the nice, sweet lady. It depends. And some people know me as Dreek. So it just all depends. I could turn it on, I could turn it off. It depends on how I'm approached.
I feel like a lot of people have reached
Coming out
to
soon
me regarding interviews around.
Bro, you need you to post clips, bro.
You call me Foolio, you know I'm Miss Foolio.
Niggas making 30K a month off posting clips, gang.
I just want to ask, you know, did a lot of people reach out to you regarding interviews?
Of course, everybody has reached out to me in regards to videos, interviews, all over. Okay. Florida.
I know she got
California,
ass, crip,
all over.
Okay, and you feel like, do it feel like you're on tour? Like you just?
How you know
really
she got ass?
Living for him and just on tour, like
I'm on tour right now for him. He was planning a tour, and so I'm touring for him right now.
Okay.
So I'm his voice as of right now.
Okay, and how does that make you feel? Like,
damn, she on tour right now. That's
I know
tough.
what he expect. I didn't agree with some of the stuff that he do, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to make it as
tell
positive
when the nigga mama pick
as
chill.
possible. But
yo, this nigga wow.
Before we get started, I want to outline, of course, the core values of you being a mom, mother to mother. I have sons, I have children, and you know, I just want to outline the positive things that's been said or you experienced with Foolio, because a lot of people are, you know, giving negative comments about it or speaking ill, you know, about y'all relationship, mother and son relationship and things like that. So I want you to just let the people know some of the core values you dealt with as him being, you know, your son.
If people actually know Charles, they know that if he was here right now, Charles is quiet, he's shy, he is respectful. He does give back. He have gave back to a lot of football teams, friends, people in the community, and that's some things they don't speak of. So many kids love Charles. Most of the kids are in my inbox, in my DM, in his DM.
In Jacksonville.
Foolio told me to stay in school. I was on his live, this and that. So he have two sides of him as well. Charles That's why I'm coming up with a documentary, Growing Up as Charles Jones, because he was a giving person. He is yes ma'am, no ma'am. He has never disrespected me. Rebelling, yes. Of course, when these teenage boys grow up or whatever, they rebel. But one that he was Charles. He is my son, my baby son. He's my only son. And he has never disrespected me, never cursed me, never none of that.
Okay. Well, that's some good positive
Facts.
things about him, because of course we hear from hometown to hometown it gets ugly and people say ugly things, especially on social media. And I just wanted to ask you, as a mom, how does that make you feel?
Well, I don't feel anything. I'm not the type of mom that was in denial. I know my son has been a drill rapper since he was maybe about, when I started hearing it, maybe he was about 14 years old. When I started hearing him do songs, I make a fake page to be looking at all this stuff, whatever. And I'm like, Charles, why you said that? Oh, you is dead wrong for that. Mom, you don't know what they said about my friend. Da, 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 da. So, for those who think that I condone that, I didn't. But those who know me know I didn't play that at all. I always was on him, on top of him, and everything. So, a lot of songs that y'all have not heard, he didn't release because of me. So when he do release certain things, and I call him, he be like, I already know, but did you hear what they said? Did you hear? So it's like with him, he's very sensitive. Okay. If you say something about his friends that passed away, he gon' what's the saying go? You hit me, such and such, I'm gonna take it to hell. And that's him.
Yeah, you go low, I go to hell.
Oh, that's what he's gonna do. You go low, he's gonna go to hell. Okay. And so if you make him feel some type of way or whatever and disrespect his people, whatever, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna take it that he's gonna be very disrespectful with it. And I definitely address that. But he was grown. He gonna do what he wanna do.
Okay. So when you say Charles and then we say Foolio, is there a difference?
It's definitely a difference.
What's the difference between Charles and Foolio?
Say about Foolio. Foolio, he like to turn up. Okay. He don't drink anything like that. That's why I was surprised he was drinking on his birthday. But he like to turn up. He love music. He love to do shows. He love rap. He been rapping forever.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit crazy.
Like I put on my page the other day. I know Twitter space is not the same anymore. He like to rank. He like to joke.
W mom for sure.
And we all know he'll troll. Yeah. He would definitely troll you. Yeah. He would definitely. And Charles, different. He's more quiet, more laid back. People don't know when they
W mom. I can't even care.
He's chilling in the bed, looking at y'all, looking at this Animal Channel, on his phone. So those are the two different people. Charles versus Foolio.
Okay. When was Foolio birth? Like this image that we all get from. They say, okay, he's bad, he's this. When was Foolio really birthed to you as watching him?
Even know nothing about the name Foolio. I worked in the medical field for a long time, and he used to go to my cousin Bubble's house over by Flight Street, and they was calling him Foolio. I think he was about 13, 14, Like, I'm like, who the hell is Foolio? Where y'all get it from? She's like, girl, your son, he is a celebrity. I'm like,
I bet you like not Charles.
So that's when I first started seeing it. But Charles been rapping since he was 8 years old. He used to rap at Come Together Day. He used to be with the $1 Billion Jets. That was his group. So he been rapping since then. And he grew up in church. He grew up with his dad people in church every Sunday. Every single Sunday. So that's what they're gonna see on that documentary.
Speaking of church, this is gonna be later in the interview, but I want to ask, since you did mention church, it was this thing going around saying about how he does voodoo or he's into voodoo. Is that true?
So we know what music is for entertainment, right? He say his grandma do voodoo. My mom died giving birth to me when I was 5 years old. Okay. His grandmother died at 13 years old. So to everybody out there, he does not have a grandma that does voodoo. I don't know who she is. So stop DMing me and saying, hey, I got $3,000. I got $5,000. I got $10,000 for you to do this voodoo on me. I'm going to start taking.
What?
Yeah.
So they want you to do the
voodoo? They think nobody does voodoo in my family or his dad family. That was just,
no way niggas be that, bro. Actually, I can't say no way because niggas really be that slow.
And I'm like, okay, so since everybody started catching it on, he just help with the voodoo thing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But all us know, people that around him know that nobody does voodoo.
Yeah. So that was Foolio and not Charles, basically.
Charles is a Hebrew Israelite.
Okay.
Not do no voodoo. I have a
It don't be
grandmother
your
that does
blood, grandma.
Okay.
For real?
Because I was wondering. I'm like,
What
I
the
see
fuck?
her
And some
post.
people say he think he's Haitian. He's not Haitian.
He's not
I
Haitian.
mean, yeah, they just made their own narrative. I'm like, okay, so he go with it.
Yeah.
He just goes along with it.
So the people done created this.
Exactly. He go with it. You know
Okay.
he a big troll.
Okay.
Along with it.
So growing up, of course, him growing up, when did you notice, like, okay, I need to, not saying you don't pay attention to your son, but I'm saying, when did you notice, like, hey, I
That's a
need to
dude.
really
Granny don't do
see what
voodoo.
my
That's
son
why
is really
dude
doing?
croak.
At what age did
I ain't gonna lie.
all of this start?
That shit was a. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. He was the nigga that's gonna take something around with it. Like he was a genius. Like he's smart. Like he really smart. I ain't gonna lie. That was a Jacksonville thing because he kept getting shot and he was surviving. So everybody's like he doing voodoo or something. He just ran with that bit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
When
Yeah,
we
he just
moved
ran with
in,
that shit.
West Giants, that's when it started. He
Yeah,
started going to
he
Butler.
know how to play that part for sure.
And I think that's when it started. 'Cause I had him in everything. I had him in basketball. He played football for Grand Park. So that's when I really started seeing it. I got him to Youth Crisis Center, Daniel Memorial Building, Daniel Memorial or whatever.
So you did try to get help, because a lot of people say that.
And then I went to the courts that basically they say that we can't do nothing because he haven't committed a crime. You have to commit a crime. These kids have to commit a crime in order to receive these certain services. I tried to get him in the that Blandon boot camp thing, Camp Blandon.
Okay.
So when they told me, they were like, "Oh well, if he say no, then I was like, that's all right."
Yeah.
Because he's going to say no.
Yeah. What
Definitely.
age was this?
14 years old, 13.
And he could say no. Okay.
They could say no. No, I ain't going. Okay,
Yeah.
he can't go.
Okay.
So unless it's court ordered.
Okay. I didn't know that.
They got to be court ordered.
Okay. So everything started at
Should
14.
have sent this ass to
About
the
14
army.
years old. That's when I started hearing the very disrespectful music. Started contacting some moms. Some was with me, and we was trying to get these kids with this beef stuff.
Yeah.
And then some of them just didn't.
Yeah.
Just like their kid.
I was going to touch on that. They said, of course, that's why I got you here, to just clear up some things. But they say that Foolio and his rivalry, we're not, of course, saying any names, but they were all friends. They played football together. They hung together.
At one time, everybody was friends. At one time, everybody was friends. I think that how this start is when it take one person just to. You're gonna be at them. You got to choose a side. So that's what I think. Because at one time,
one
they
thing
all
can
were
have everybody
from
just
all the sides. They
have
were
to
friends
pick a
or they were
side.
mutual.
Okay. I wonder what went wrong.
Crazy.
Like,
It take one person.
yeah.
One person, one older person or whatever to say, hey, you can't, because y'all older than them, so y'all had beef years ago or whatever. So now y'all dragging the kids into it. So that's how that started.
So it started with the older generation. Okay. And of course the
niggas had mutual
kids' moms,
friends.
well, I guess they're adults now.
Nah,
They
niggas
say that
knew
you
each other
hanging with
for
them,
real.
Y'all were friends. Are y'all?
Yeah,
I'm
so
keeping it
a lot
buck.
of those kids, I still call them kids.
Yeah.
Those kids' mom, we were friends. We done ate crabs together. They done came to my school. We was cool. And then when this stuff happened, they chose a side.
Yeah.
But my side is what's right.
Yeah.
I always try to contact people and try to talk. But once you say all kind of crazy stuff, then
yeah,
I just back away
Shit
from
don't happen like that.
so
when
you
I'm
did
from.
try to reconcile.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
I wonder why they paint you out to be
Bro,
this
once
bad
blood,
person. Oh, this
bro, once
bad
blood,
mother,
and
like,
man,
how do you?
once blood get involved,
Nobody
gang,
take me out to be.
niggas
I've
die.
always worked.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
have-
know.
Kids.
Yeah.
I'm the greed.
Yeah.
Got you.
Like I say, it's two sides to me. I try to uplift people because I know
Okay.
where I came from. I stayed in Cleveland
I
for a
watched
year.
the whole
I stayed
50-20
in
split.
Hilltop.
Nigga,
I'm
you from
Murray
Jacksonville?
Avenue, so I know what it is.
Right.
Poverty. I know what it is to be in Section 8, public housing, going to jail or whatever. So I try to get back to my community and help these people
Yeah.
because I know if I did it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
So it all born, and somebody may not like this, but the truth is what it is. It all boils down to jealousy. I think that because they see that we was in the same boat
What
at
the
one
fuck?
time,
Yeah.
and now I don't went over
Merch.
here or whatever, and I'm still the same person.
Okay.
Just like I told you before, these cameras, it's two of me. You can turn me on or off. I know how to be professional.
Light switch.
Damn.
But then if you take it there, then I'm gonna go there
All
as
the niggas
well.
on
But
the other side dead, so I see. Yeah,
that's
it's
what I
over
think
with.
it is, because I have never been a bad mom. We ain't had the bed for nothing. My kids was not
I didn't know that
starving.
nigga
I
father
was
was
not
from
in the club,
Jax.
leave my kids
He
at
never
home
said
by
that.
themselves. None of that. So I don't know where that come from.
Okay. Well, y'all heard her.
Auntie leaned and woke
But,
up from her nap.
I guess
She done
to
took about 5 of
no,
them bitches today.
we both from Duval. I'm from Cleveland. I'm familiar with things too, but I just want to ask you, when the violence start, and I mean the
Bro, he
violence,
really just
the
started talking. No
shooting,
cap.
the guns, the gun violence. When all of that started, how did you feel? Was you looking over your shoulder? Was you living in fear?
Wasn't living in fear because I believe in God.
Okay.
I was a victim of violence in August 2018 when I was on my way to work and I was shot 8 times, close range.
So 8? It was 8? Okay.
Damn.
Back up.
Yeah.
So one morning going to work, you were shot 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
That's fucked
like
up.
start from the beginning. You getting up, you brushing your teeth.
I
Like
feel bad for her. I
I
ain't gonna lie.
always pray before. Me and my boyfriend at that time just came back from out of town, and this is a shift I never worked. I usually work at night, so this particular time they wanted me to come in. I told them I'd come in and help them because we were short of nurses. So it was like maybe like 5 something in the morning. Charles had done text me. It's a Crooks hat that came out. He was like, "Mom, I got 1 million views," and I was happy. I hearted it. I'm going out my garage, letting the garage go down. As I'm biking out, my car in reverse, I just heard the shots on the left side of my car. I just started to lean down to the passenger side. I like, Lord, please don't let them hit my upper body. So it finally stopped. I played like I was dead. I let my car slow roll to the in the middle of the street. When I seen they was gone, I pulled up and drive. Everybody came out their house and things of that sort. So yeah, I wasn't living in fear.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
Because this didn't start because he shot somebody, killed somebody, because he was staying in Atlanta then.
Okay.
It was because they kept on going back and forth on Instagrams. That mouth of his, very disrespectful, other things that had happened in the city. So I guess they say, oh, we can't take him or whatever. We can't get to him because he's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We'll find his mom. And that's what they...
crazy. Who shoot people mom? Like, what?
8 times, and I still got 8 bullets in me, and I learned how to walk again, and I'm here today. But still, after that, no, I never lived in fear. Never. I got to watch this. That I was more cautious, yes, but in fear. People around me, my family and stuff like that, they were scared or whatever.
Damn,
my mom didn't even want me around.
I was gonna ask, did they isolate you?
Around them and stuff like that, and it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And now I want them around me.
Now, in this present
It's
time?
what it is.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it. It's okay.
No, this fucked up.
I guess given the violence, given the ongoing beef, and for them to target his mother, you don't think that they lived in fear like they would be next is why they did it?
So after I got shot up and I was in a hospital, I reached out to somebody in particular who was very close with this going on. And I reached out to her cousin because all us friends. And she tried to get her to talk to me. She didn't want to talk. I'm like, look, I'm laying up in the hospital bed with 8 bullets. I mean, I shouldn't be reaching out to nobody.
Yeah.
I should be saying, hey, go get them.
Yeah.
But I didn't want nothing to happen to her.
Yeah.
Her kids, anything like that. But then I heard, I got a screenshot and that she made this remark. And I was like, hey, well, I ain't, no. Yeah. So I feel like, no, they couldn't have been scared because I would have been like, oh, yeah, girl, what we going to do? Because I need to talk to my son. We need to. That's what scared people going to do because I don't want to be next and things of that sort. But no, it didn't go that way.
So did you feel like people didn't empathize with you because of your son's actions?
Some people did because they knew me. I was looking at the Facebook posts and stuff like that. It was like, oh, that's messed up. You did that to Miss Sandrika, da-da-da. Yeah. Then I had some people that said, Oh, well, that's what she get.
Wow.
What up,
She
son?
nasty. She
Really?
mean. She her son and da 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 da. I'm like, so y'all wanted me to die because I'm nasty, I'm mean, and
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
So they blame you for his actions, basically.
Of course, not knowing that they cousins, they sons, and all that were doing the same thing.
Yeah. Just
Y'all just don't see them on Instagram because they have different names, but
Yeah.
your kids was doing the absolutely same thing.
Were you invested in the ongoing beef? Like not involved, but just trying to figure out.
Every day.
Okay.
Every day I'm on social media looking.
She
Every
on
day I'm
watch
trying
his
to see what's
interview.
going on,
Watch
whatever.
his
Every day,
interview,
'cause they put
see.
everything on social media.
Yeah.
So yes, every day it was, and that kind of got like tiresome because I'm studying for my nursing exam. I can't pass it because I'm investing this. One time I just had to put down the phone and like I ain't going on
Yeah.
Facebook and nothing like this for 2 weeks because I got to pass this
Yeah.
test.
Let me ask you this: when that happened to you, because 8 bullets is a lot, and you say they still in your body, that's a lot. I can't imagine. Why didn't you leave or relocate or like?
Things I stay here.
No,
She
I'm
real
just
to
saying
him?
like.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. It appeared that you didn't.
A lot of people
Yeah.
don't think
Because you know you do your thing. You run your.
I don't even know I'm in and out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I moved.
Okay.
Then I moved twice. Matter of
Okay.
fact, I moved twice or whatever. Out of Duval County.
Okay. I would never came back. Yeah.
I don't stay. I'm a traveler,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I do have businesses in Florida, several businesses in Florida, but I don't.
Damn, she have
Okay.
emotion.
So we all know that Foolio is
Ain't
no
no?
longer here with us. So I want to ask you, of course, when that day happened, like who called you? Like, how do you get the news of what really happened to him? Because it was his birthday,
It
right?
was his birthday. I came to Jacksonville. Like I said, I don't stay in Jacksonville. I came to Jacksonville Friday, June 21st. To give him his birthday stuff. I got here maybe like 12 noon, 1 o'clock. He was happy. He don't expect nobody to get. He's a giver.
Mm-hmm.
He don't expect nobody to give him that.
Yeah, cancer.
Facts, that's how I am.
Gemini.
Okay.
He Gemini. He born on 21st, but he
Borderline. He borderline.
Yeah, he say he a Gemini. He act like one.
Oh, that's what cancers
I'm
do?
the 24th, and they be like, "You don't act like no cancer," but I'm like right in the middle of.
So he act like a Gemini.
Yeah, cancers givers.
But
Bro.
and you could get him a birthday cake. He just love anybody who do anything for him.
Damn.
He's happy because
That
he's
is
always
Foolio
giving
mama.
somebody.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about no little bit of
Yeah.
money, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. So he was just so happy or whatever. He was waiting for his haircut. He was going.
What she say?
So he was just so happy or whatever. He was waiting for his haircut. He was going 10,000. He's always giving somebody.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about no little bit of
Yeah.
money, 3,000. He's happy because he's always giving. He just love anybody who do anything for and you could get him a birthday cake.
My birthday June
he
1st.
just love anybody who do anything for him. He's happy because he's always giving somebody.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about no little bit of
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
money,
believe in that shit
3,000,
either, to be
5,000,
honest.
10,000. So he was just so happy or whatever. He was waiting for his haircut. He was going to Tampa
Mhm.
or whatever. That was the last day I saw him.
Damn.
So I told my best friend,
Why you hate drill?
I'm not going to sleep
Yeah.
or whatever. I say, I'm just gonna be up or whatever.
Yeah.
So my crazy tail self, my friend was at the club. I went to the club too, and I was outside
It's
the
the
club
type
just
of shit you
waiting.
gotta
So
watch
Saturday
from the
came
distance.
out, was on his page. The
Why you
whole
gonna do that,
time.
Nunu?
Looking out like, okay, yeah, Saturday, that's over.
Yeah.
with.
That's my side. The
'Cause I
men
knew
is
that
terrible.
The following week, we was going back to Georgia or whatever. My daughter was graduating with her master's degree in education. So
he had a
Sunday
sister?
came. I talked to him.
Oh yeah,
Everything
facts.
was okay. I see him 1 o'clock in the morning on live. I'm like, okay, it's almost over with. Then I fell asleep or whatever in the car because I ain't going to sleep. I ain't finna lay in no bed.
Right.
So 4 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from one of his friends, and he was like, Ma, the car got shot up. I'm like, what? No, he was like somebody, the police, something. I'm like, what? Something the police probably put him. When the phone rung, I thought the police gonna pull him over. I never thought it was gonna be a shooting. I never thought he would, even though he got shot at so many times, I never thought he would
Mhm.
get killed. So I'm like, what? He was like,
They
yeah,
about to
they
get
got
on
shot
your
up.
ass.
They going to 2 different
I
hospitals.
am who I am. Fuckers, what
They're
they
like, but the
son.
car's still out
I'm a
there.
Libra.
I'm like,
I don't get along
okay,
with
so
them.
let me
That's why I
call
already be
somebody.
getting
So
on
I'm
my
calling
nerves sometimes.
everybody. Nobody answering the phone. I'm like,
I never heard you.
the hell?
Mm,
I don't know. Better. Y'all supposed to be
I
answering
never
the
heard
phone.
you say
Yeah.
Ari
So
getting
I
on your nerves.
called his aunt, and I was like, I need you to ride to Tampa with me. They said a shooting or whatever. So they had already knew I was getting ready to back out. My homeboy came over there. And that's when I found out another close family friend called and was like he didn't make it. So I think that everybody knew, they just didn't want to tell me until I got there.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then I broke down, went to Tampa. Seemed like it took us forever to get there. Got to the scene. Of course, he was still there in the car. They knew who it was when we got there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was relieved of that. But like I stated,
Damn.
I never thought that he would
It's fucked
get killed
up.
Yeah.
at all.
I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
a bug.
So they told you the news before you got on the road?
Mm-hmm.
That had to be horrible.
It was.
Driving there, thinking about.
It was. And I was still like in disbelief
Yeah.
because it was three of them in three separate cars.
Nah,
so I was
this
still in
crazy.
disbelief. I'm like, no, this can't be.
Yeah.
So I had to take my time to scream it out, cry it out. I was so loud by 5 o'clock in the morning. Guy came with his gun coming out out of nowhere, asking, I hear a lady screaming and hollering, you okay?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that guy, whoever he was, because I don't even know who this man was. He just heard me screaming and crying, but yeah, that's what it. Of course, I didn't want my son to get killed, but honestly, I'm glad that it happened there, because if it would have happened in Duval, I know it would have been unsolved.
Okay. Because they did apprehend them pretty quickly.
Very quickly. They knew who they was. Like I said, day 1. Arrested them, put GPS on them day 3.
Yeah.
And then a month later, that's when you already knew about it. So 30 days later, that's when they end up arresting them.
Of course, everybody saw the videos with the body cam. How did you feel when they did apprehend everybody? When
Our nigga finna go flat whole month of June.
How did that make you feel? Like,
talking about other shooting?
No.
Nah.
I'm getting arrested. I was relieved.
Okay.
I like get them all.
Okay.
Everybody.
Okay.
The ones who didn't even pull the trigger.
Yeah.
The ones who paid for the hit.
Yeah.
Get them all, because my son didn't have no dealings with those people right there.
Yeah.
So immediately I knew it was a hit.
Yeah.
And I knew it was nobody from Tampa did it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So yeah. And to this day, I'm saying, getting them all.
So were you okay to watch the shooting? Like how did that make you feel? Like
at the press conference, that was my first time seeing it. Because when I got there were witnesses there that didn't want to talk to the police or whatever. Because they had their priors with Tampa Police Department that witnessed it or whatever. I thank God for that Tesla.
Yeah, TJ was crying when he heard the news.
Yeah, because the recording.
But when I first saw it, it's when everybody else saw it.
Okay.
I was at a press conference in Tampa, and it looked like a movie to me.
Yeah.
It just didn't look real, and I had to stop for a minute and stop looking at it. Then at one point, I just felt like I just got invested with just looking at it. I'm like
shocked.
How they ran up on them, they snuck up on them like that. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, like unreal. So you stayed to Tampa the whole time? Why?
No.
Okay.
No, just that day.
Okay. And was his body in Tampa, or did they bring it back to Duval?
Of course they bring it back.
Okay.
But they didn't bring it back. We paid for it to come back.
Yeah. They don't do nothing for free.
Of course.
It was speculations, of course, going around on Facebook that of course, people who don't know Foolio were basically saying that why would he post his location for the party? There's a lot of speculation saying that he was tired of running and he just literally just gave up.
He always posts his locations. I don't care. Every concert, whether it was in North Carolina, Texas, he always posted where he was going to be at. So regardless of what, people were going to know where he was. And me and his friends and stuff, we think about that. We were like, well, what are people that he shouldn't have did this? He shouldn't have. Them people, like I told them people was determined to kill my son.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be in Tampa or Jacksonville, that wasn't something they just thought about that day. It's something that been going on or whatever. So this day right here, they saying, okay, let's go. We can't keep him in Jacksonville.
Like, she really able to talk about this shit?
We
This
know
is
he's
insane.
gonna be here or whatever. So
she a strong woman.
He wasn't running.
Yeah.
Because he was in the city. I bet him not to be in the city. He was in the city, so he wasn't definitely not running.
I was gonna ask you, did you ask him to leave?
Like I said, he's grown. He's not gonna
leave.
He loved his friends. All his friends in Jacksonville, so he loved them. He was not he was not leaving.
Yeah.
Much as I told him to, he got a whole house in Georgia.
Yeah.
He was not leaving.
Yeah.
They'll go back and forth or whatever. He wasn't leaving.
Okay. How did you feel when they had this whole, I don't know if it was tarot reading or voodoo reading, that the person was talking to Foolio?
I'm like, this lady don't know what she's talking about because he's not signed to no record label.
Mm-hmm.
He's an independent artist.
Mm-hmm.
He just has a distribution deal. So what she's talking about, people in California about he knowing. I'm like, what the hell is he? The only thing I agree about is with her saying that he's okay, he's happy because he finally came to me. In a dream, whatever, somebody laughed in the background, a girl or whatever. He'll like, Mom, I'm coming. You got some money now? I'm like, I say, who's in the background? He'll like, oh, that's such and such. And I told a friend of mine, I say, I do believe my son was in heaven because he believed in God. He believed in Yahweh. He believed in the highest one, but people don't know. And I know he was invested with this girl from Cleveland Arms who got killed. I think her name was Zaisha. And I told his ex-girlfriend, I said he was talking to Zaisha in the background, the girl laughing, because that's the only person who I know that is a female who passed away that he was so close to and he always talked about, he always posted her. Okay. So when he came to me, I'm like, oh yeah, he all right. He good. Because I had been waiting for him to come to me in my dream.
Was it immediate or after?
It wasn't. It was just recent, maybe about a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago.
Okay. And his funeral, first, I want to, of course, publicly give my condolences and send my condolences. I know I inbox you. I be, trying to send encouraging words, but sometimes I know, you be zoned out, but I just want to publicly send my condolences as well because I can't imagine at all. I do feel as though people think you just superwoman, that you ain't got no feelings, that you got this cape on, that you just, armor strong. And I know you're a strong woman, you're a strong individual, and you was raised, you say, by your grandma, right? But sometimes it's okay to just stop and be like, hey, are you okay?
People don't get like, I done took L's all my life. I grew up with my grandmother, great grandmother. My mom passed away at 5. I'm the only child, so I was in survival mode. So I always felt like I got to give my kids the best they're gonna do. Even though we stayed in apartment complexes, on government assistance and stuff like that, they always had the best. When I stayed in the back of Cleveland Arms, we had a big water slide back there, the trampoline back there. I always wanted good things for my kids or whatever. So it's so people don't understand. If I shut down, I don't call you, I don't talk, call me. Yeah. Now, people know I call them 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm up. Yeah. But call me sometime and say, hey, I'm just checking on you. I ain't want to text me or whatever. Yeah. And it do hurt. And especially people that you grew up with that you think that is a very close friend, they don't do that.
Yeah. And it's like you're on the island by yourself.
Yeah.
I get it. Being strong, don't nobody check on the strong friends.
At all.
Forget. They feel like you got it. They feel like you got money. They feel like you ain't got no bad day.
Yeah. And sending a Facebook message is not it. If we grew up together. A Facebook message ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And click that little button thing. It's a phone thing up there in the video. Yeah. People came to me who I hadn't talked to in years. Some people who I didn't get along with. And they still came. You may not like a funeral, come to the repast.
Yeah. Because I do know most people don't go to funerals.
I don't. So, come to the repast. Stop by. Drop off a card or something like. Let me know how you really feel about me. But that show you. Right there. So yeah, being strong. It has its ups and it has its negative and positive effects.
This post-test passing me out,
speaking of his funeral, far as planning it, I know that had to be tough. Did you do it all by yourself?
I did it by myself.
Really?
And some people was mad at me. They're like, my name wasn't in the obituary. I'm like, look, hey, I ain't mean no harm. I did do it by myself, and it was, but I did it by myself. QL Douglas did a very great job because some of the stuff that he did, I wouldn't have never thought of. The microphone in his hand and things of that sort. He did it good before me picking out his clothes. Okay. Rhonda, she did his hair. I didn't even know she did his hair.
I didn't know what the fuck he was saying either. I'm keeping the bug.
Was you able to do that? I planned it myself as far as with the casket. I just told him what I wanted, but he exceeded the expectations, especially with the big, 8-foot pictures of Charles and stuff like that. I didn't play in that part. I ain't know nothing about that
Yeah.
part, but Quentin, he definitely did the same. But yeah, I played the whole thing.
Most people can't. That's why I asked.
Because I know how he like it. I know he's saying, okay, oh, my mom snapped on bro, because he called me mom. My mom snapped on bro or whatever. So I knew it had to be great.
Okay. And it's, of course, rumors out there, but it was like you had
Facts.
a 10
My
million
mama snapped
policy
on, bro.
for him
That's
because he
some
was
shit
out
I say.
in the, you know, during violence and stuff. Could you touch on that? Because I know
How much policy?
about 10 million.
Dang. Where the money at? Where is the money? I done heard all kind of stuff about money. I done heard that I got $250,000 off a song. $10 million. I need the money. Where you gonna get it?
Oh my God.
I need this money.
It's just,
If you gotta, first of all, Charles is so scared. I know if a policy, you got to get blood work done. You got to get health. He ain't finna let me do that.
Yeah.
So no, he didn't have a $10 million policy. If he had a $10 million policy, I am a business owner, but Sandrix would not be clocking in and out on nobody's job.
But he was covered. Okay, that's all they need to know.
He was definitely, and he said it on his interviews. If they look, he was covered. But to start of rumors, no, I didn't have a 10. That's why all them guys in my inbox. Let me take a drink.
They trying to get.
Let me take a drink.
Take your sip. Let me take one too. They trying to see where the money at. They want to holler at you.
$10 million. I don't have $10 million, boys.
She ain't got it, y'all. Leave her
He
alone.
talking about Duke.
At all.
I want to touch back. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
bro,
back.
I knew he was talking about Duke.
Of course, I know a lot of people have asked you this.
Damn, I need to
some
go
of the
watch
lyrics
that.
He sang about and rapped about, and the actual visual video of him at the Rivalry's grave site. How do you feel about that? Or how did you feel about that?
Like I stated, for one, that one song,
When I see
Who I Smoke, was the song that was made first.
Oh, from the other side. Okay.
So he was pissed off. I called him. I don't want to hear it. Quick. So I already knew.
Yeah.
That he was finna come up with something when he asked those people what beat he should use.
So did he actually go to the grave? To them?
Those graves, some of them not even in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Some of them are in the graveyard by Hilltop. One grave I know he went to where a friend of his is located, in a Rivalry is located or whatever. He went there one time, but he didn't shoot a video that they went and took a picture. But all those videos was not at nobody's gravesite. Absolutely nobody's gravesite. Okay. Those were grave sites either in by Hilltop or out of town. Yeah. So no, he wasn't stumping on nobody's graves at all.
Yeah. But he just basically, I guess, wanted to paint the picture of that. I know living here, you know, us going through, it was like every week it was something like, you know, that's why I keep asking, was you scared of living in fear? Because we were scared, you know, like some of them do show up to little league games and football games and basketball games, and people would leave.
You have to be, what about people that you don't know about who be doing stuff?
Well, that too.
Them the people you need to be scared of. So I know that one right there here, so we keep our eye out. But what about the people that you don't know?
I always say the people who looking for people or gunning at people, they know who they looking for. They know exactly who they looking for. I know we have a lot of crime here, but it's never the innocent bystanders. You know, it's always something with something. So I do know that. But I know in that period, the town was like in fear. Yeah. They come out the door. So that's why I was, you know, asking you, were you looking over your shoulders and things like that? No.
Wasn't. Like I said, I try to be one thing about it, and I said this before, we came here, and I know you know them, you know about the church. I see you. I do. And we all gonna leave here one day. We don't know when, where, how, anything like that. But we want to leave here.
Facts.
So it is what it is. I don't like the violence. Like I said, I don't condone the violence. I hate it. I want it to stop. Even in my interview, I told them it's only you either gonna go to jail, are you gonna be dead? Karma is real.
Yeah, it's gonna come back.
You reap what you sow.
Yeah, whatever you throw out there, it's gonna come back.
Goes for my son, her son, that son. That goes for anybody. What I don't like is people could talk down on me and talk down on Charles. And their kids were doing the same thing. let's not be ignorant to the fact that your child was doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
But now you want sympathy and things of that sort. It bothered me when even my son got killed. I seen grown adults celebrating.
Really?
I spent money with. I seen grown adults celebrating his death. I would never do that to y'all child. Never. Because I'm a grown adult.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm a grown adult. Yeah, I seen a couple of them. Like, really? And not no dudes.
Holy.
These are women. I'm like, who want to drag their stuff in something like this? That,
Yeah.
no, absolutely. I mean, that's crazy. He didn't do nothing to neither one of none of your now one of y'all sons.
Yeah. So a lot of people just basically pick sides.
Exactly.
Parents pick sides.
I would never get myself involved in something I don't have absolutely nothing to do with. I have friends that talk to friends that have friends from us. I don't say, oh, don't talk to her because them people don't got nothing to do with that. They don't have nothing to do with that at all. I guess I'm the mature one.
Yeah, a lot of people need a bandwagon.
Yeah.
A lot of people need something to do.
When they celebrate that, I could get on there and talk stuff and say some ignorant stuff, but why? Yeah. Cause karma is real and you reap what you sow. Yeah. And I live by that or whatever. But I cannot believe these grown women is sitting up here drinking a Don Julio. It's a celebration on that date because your day may be coming.
Right. Everybody got that dash.
Exactly.
Everybody got a dash. Your end date coming. I do want to touch on when he passed away. Like I said, back to the voodoo, they was speculating that he wasn't dead. He was still alive, and somebody was operating off his page.
Still doing that.
They said it was you operating off his page.
It was not me. I'm on his page now. He had a promo guy. This promo guy have access to a lot of celebrities' pages.
Phil?
And he was on the page. I couldn't even get in the page, and I contacted him and asked him, "Hey,
that's
Charlie did tell me about the promo guy." I like, "Hey, I need to get into his page, or whatever, because the police officer has his phone or whatever." And he'll like, "Oh yeah, I can get you into the page." So you can tell the difference in who is on that page.
Okay.
When I'm on the page, I'm posting his stuff, his documentary, stuff like that. And when the promo guy was on there, he was doing. I'm like, "Hey, we got to chill. We can't do." Yeah. So you can tell a big difference. And with that, of course, I'm on his page now.
Yeah.
Promo do still have access to his page, but yes, I am on the page now.
But you wasn't with the foolishness.
No, that wasn't me.
They were like, "Peekaboo, I'm here." Like,
wasn't me. That was a promo person. He does marketing.
Yeah.
And that's what they do in that world. But no, that wasn't me.
But his live affected a lot of people. You know, not negative, not in the negative.
The promo nigga was trying to run up a crazy ass bag.
Wish he wasn't, dead. It's a lot of people who wish.
Inbox.
Yeah.
I just wish he could have realized how big he was.
Yeah. You don't think he knew that?
Not from Canada, not from the UK, Russia, Nigeria. They are all everywhere. I got CDs made. I'm like, y'all still have CDs? So I had to get CDs made for his fans or whatever. And he didn't think he was that big because sometimes when people ask him for his autograph, we're like, autograph or whatever. Like, his friends had to tell him, why you such. So, and the reason I'm go back to why they didn't think he passed away. They didn't think he was dead because, like, one blog, they want to see his body. They want to see his face in the casket. And I only showed his shoes in a microphone in his hand. So they was like, this is for a movie. Of course, I wasn't going to put his body and his face on there so y'all control.
Right.
So I know that's what was going to happen. So I had it like at the funeral. Whoever come in, don't open the casket till I get there. And when I get in or whatever, once the door's closed, we closing it.
Right.
So that's what everybody wanted to see him. So that's why they don't think that he has passed away. And like I told him before, and I go on live my Instagram, his mother, Charles, is deceased as of June 23rd, 2024.
Damn.
And I don't got $10 million.
She said that one more time.
Crazy.
So how are you now? Like, what state of mind are you're in now?
I be in and out. I have my own little alone time. I go in and out about him or whatever. I have to keep myself busy. So I'm constantly working. I mean, my business.
Who walked down delusional about?
Doing his merchandise, websites, and things of that sort. Finishing projects that we was doing prior. And I had to, come on, what you doing? He just a big procrastinator, and I'm not. So I'm finishing those projects. So I just have to keep busy. I have to keep busy. I try to be in good spirits. I am a manager at one of my jobs, so I just shut my office door when I'm having my moment, and things of that sort. And some people are insensitive, but like I'm a strong person or whatever. I expect stuff from certain people, but from others I don't. I don't expect that. But I just keep busy to not to try to think about it. I just try to hold on to. His last video said, "This is the best birthday I ever had."
I remember that.
I just try to hold on to that right there.
He looked like he had the time of his life. He looked like
don't drink, and then I took a drink. So I try to. That's what I try to hold on to.
Yeah.
Because at one time he was like, "Oh, I made it 18. I ain't never thought. Oh, I made it 21. I ain't never think." So I think in his mind he never thought he would have made it to see 26 years of age.
Do you regret him choosing that life? I know that you didn't raise him like that.
Of course, of course. Would I had still wanted him to do music? Of course. He was doing music since he was like 8 years old. But as I was going through his messages, he wanted to get out of the music.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think it was T Grizzly. He was like, he was gonna do the streaming and Twitch thing or whatever, that little stuff right there. So he I think he was getting a little tired of it. And he was good like financially, so he can leave from out of it. So I think he was like tired of it, and the reason being because he was suffering from depression. All his friends passing away around him and things of that sort. Are they in jail or whatever? And he always said he could give all the money back or whatever to have everybody back, he would. So he was depressed at one time. So that's why I was so happy to see him.
She didn't say your name, Drill.
On his birthday.
Okay. And
that's you. That's your guilty conscience.
Question. Everybody know the song, that other song dropped, Game Over, when Foolio passed. How did that make you feel?
I didn't feel any kind of way. It was expected. I knew it was gonna happen. Because that's what they do. That's why I say I'm not turning my. If it would have been the other way around, he would have did the same thing. I'm not like most of these parents. They be like, "Oh, that's man." No, I knew what it was. I already knew the song. I knew when it was gonna drop at 6 o'clock. I knew that. I knew it was gonna go viral. I knew it was gonna get millions and millions and millions of views. Because that's the lifestyle that they chose.
Do you have any words for like the parents who Foolio probably dissed or pretended to be at the grave? Do you have any words for them?
Yes. I do sympathize and empathize with all these kids that was lost. It definitely didn't come from me. That's something that both sides did that they need to stop. And as I see on social media, is not stopping. But for me, I'm sorry. I do want to give a shout out to Dara Crow, that's his name, 8 Ball.
Okay.
He messages me, and my son used to diss his son, and his son used to diss my son. But we are adults, and we speak in Messenger. He check on me or whatever. Hopefully we could get something together. He got a nonprofit going on.
Okay.
Real adult, real stand up man. I want to give him a shout out.
Okay.
For that.
Who is that?
Or whatever. But at the end of the day, we can't beat ourselves up about these kids that we raised, only if you're upholding it. I was a parent that did uphold. I know that I sympathize with Corbin's mom. She's a good woman. She's a good woman. And I hate that as well, with him rapping that or whatever, and that song going viral. I hate that as well, because I know that she is a good woman. So I mean, I'm sorry, nothing else that I can do. These kids make these choices. We don't want our kids to do this type of stuff, but they do.
I understand. And just want to leave with this. Do you have any words for probably any future wannabe gang members out here? Any upcoming young gang members? Do you have any words for them?
As you all see, the end results is with Charles dead. As you can see, the end results with Lil Durk got indicted. As you can see with me sitting up here as a mom, your family hurt.
Being shot 8 times behind it.
Those are the end results of it.
My homeboy.
And
Yo, that's
I
crazy.
honestly think that
That's a crazy friend zone.
even if some people school
That's
like for everybody, I ain't
insane.
telling nobody to drop out of school, get a trade,
Mm-hmm.
find something else to do. If you're a mom, if you're a dad who got a kid who's going the wrong way, I promise that you save up some money and get away
Yeah.
from Jackson. But even if you're watching this from another state, I know everybody can't get up and move, but that's the only way because you can change your life.
Mm-hmm.
As one person did, he changed his life around, but now the police still bothering him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm.
Police still bothering him. So the only way to get out of this, you got to move.
Yeah.
You have to move and don't look back.
Yeah.
But for the kids, stay in school, get you a trade, surround yourself around individuals
That's
that want
crazy.
better, that's going to do better. It's not a lot of programs in here for the adults out here, business owners out here. Start a nonprofit to try to help these kids, taking to see something different.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay. Well, that includes our wine hour. Like I said before, I do think you're a phenomenal person. I see you giving back to the community the best way you know how to through nursing. You've changed lives. You changed young women's lives, you know, and I know it's more to come.
W mom. I ain't gonna lie. She a strong woman. I'm gonna keep it a buck. W mom though, no cap.